How is your Wednesday? I hope you're all doing okay on hump day. You know, halfway this way, halfway that, we're getting there. And it is a lovely grey and gloomy and drizzly day today in London. So I'm happy to be indoors building PCs for people. So we're back to the career mode. And I have not got the slightest clue what we were doing. If I remember correctly, I bought the wrong thing. I think the only thing we had left, in theory, was repair someone's heatsink. And they asked for cooling fan, so I bought a fan, and it ended up being actually a CPU fan that we needed. So I ordered it, and that's what I think we're waiting on. Can't remember if there's anything else to do, so we will have to wait and see. It's saying it's not responding. So maybe we're not going to play. We will see. Oh no, here we go. Okay. I feel like that happens on a regular basis. Alright, so what we got? We got one. Ready to do. What do we need? PC can boot up. Clean out the dust. Complete by the end of the day. Oh, so this was one that just needs cleaning? Oh yeah, look at it. Now, we did just go up to level 3. So we do now have two tables. So now if I order the wrong thing, we can always leave the PC over here and work on PCs here. This one here is level 8. I don't see the point. Storage cupboard is level 6. I don't know why we would need that or not yet either. But we're going to start as we mean to carry on, because this literally just needs cleaning. So we can do that right now. Now I do want to talk about my last video. Now if no one has seen it, if you're watching this and you haven't seen my last video, by all means go and have a little look. I'll put it on the top of the screen. No I won't, because I can't do that here. Just go back and have a look. It's on my channel on YouTube. You can go and have a look. I record too many things and get confused easy. Then I built my my home PC is what I did. That's what I did last week. It was quite fun. I managed to find most of what I had in my home PC. However, I did receive a message from a good Samaritan. I'm not even going to go to the screen. In fact, I am, because I need to boot it down. Now, you might not be hearing the audio from this before I carry on. And the main reason that you won't be hearing an audio from this is because, I don't know, I've had issues with audio this week. Yesterday I had none, and this week I had none, so I'm playing a music track that I'm sure that I could hear when I was playing the preview, so you should be able to hear it as well. So yeah, you won't have the audio from the game. I'm working on it. I don't know. I don't know why half the time the audio works and half the time it doesn't. There's very little I can do about that, I'm afraid. But yes, last week I built my home PC in this game. It's still in there actually. If I go into free build mode, then it's still there. All my both of the PCs, they're still there. Right, first thing we're going to do is say, oh hello, hidden objectives. Customer reviews are fickle things, and people are not always upfront about what they want. Keep an eye on what the customer says in their emails, as they're often mention hidden objectives that you can complete for extra star ratings. You only get to see hidden objectives that you've completed, so make sure you do a good job and try to hit them all. Well, I'm going to suggest there's a hidden objective there, otherwise it wouldn't have brought that up. Okay, so now I've got to be a little bit more. Right, so you are done. Collect that one. See, that's interesting. Obviously I didn't read it. Because at the time, obviously, it's only just told me that. So But look, my PC is so clean, but there now seems to be some weird program installed. Now, I didn't do anything, so I have a feeling I should have read what she said. I've not been looking after my PC. Can you clean it up for me? It might need a bit of a clean. Can you finish before so and so? I think I clicked on something bad. If you can, I'd love some plastic white cables in there. Okay, so I feel like I should have maybe got some plastic white cables, and I should have done a virus checker, I'm assuming. So I only got 3 stars for that. Yeah, what are you going to do? Now I know I need to do that, that's fine. Oh, we've got new PC parts in, that's good. But yeah, so before I carry on, last week, someone has sent me a message on my video last week that basically says I did something wrong, and that it won't affect the game, but it will affect the running of my real PC, and you must please do it now. Now look, first of all, I want to say thank you so much for actually watching my video. Truly, thank you for watching the video. I know not a huge amount of people do, so the fact that you did, I am hugely grateful. However, honestly, the running of the RAM isn't as big of an issue, realistically. Basically, the issue that they brought up is that the RAM that is paired should really be in slots 1 and 3 or 2 and 4, rather than 1 and 2. They shouldn't be sitting next to each other. Otherwise, you don't get the most out of your RAM. Now, to some extent, that's technically true, but I can tell you from running PCs for 20 years, it really doesn't make that much of a difference. It works unless you need to be like fully using every single piece of your RAM, which no one does unless you are proper like high rendering in like some art program or like game creation or something fully on. Then maybe you need to worry about that, really. Okay, so we've now got 4 things to do, and there's going to be a lot more stuff going on now. We have to okay. Hi there, I bought a PC from you 6 months ago, or from Tim, who left, and it's been overheating whenever I try and do anything on it. I took a look under the CPU cooler and there's no thermal paste. What kind of Mickey Mouse business are you running? I demand that you fix this for free, and this time test the PC before you send it back. Isn't that nice? Okay, well, I mean, all we've got to do is apply the paste and run. We can do that. You can come in, on its way. Do you think you could help me make some upgrades? My graphics card isn't good enough right now. My brother has MSI and in his PC. He says they're the best. I know used parts can be cheaper, but I'd like a new one, please. So they basically want an MSI graphics card, new one. I've got a budget of 600. Okay. Well, it says we need 2 stars to do it, and we're not up 2 stars, so I can't do this yet. But if I buy the graphics card, then it will be in stock, so I can just accept it when I do get to 2 stars. Sneaky, sneaky. It's going to eat into my money, and I don't have a massive amount right now. I don't know why don't I have a massive amount of money right now? I had more than that, did I not? I don't know, but let's have a little look at... They've got a budget of my budget, so... Okay, oh, hello, no, graphics cards. MSI. Okay, in fact, I should look at this first. Okay, so what have they actually got? A Ryzen 3 quad core. Xi'an GeForce, a 970. Okay, so they've got a 970. $970, $960, $950, $960, $980. They've got a budget of 600. These are all pretty cheap. It feels weird. It feels weird that the budget is so high. See, the length is my only slight issue. But there is no... do you think you could help me upgrade? My graphics card isn't good enough right now. My brother has MSI. He says they're the best. And used parts can be cheaper. See, I didn't even know I could buy used parts. But I'd like a new one, please. That's all it is. That's all they've said. With a budget of 600. And that's the one they've currently got. Xi'an. What is it? A Xi'an 970 gamer. Okay, so that's Xi'an 970 gamer. Okay, so this is the one they've got. So length of 140. So that's a much longer length. Got quite a small one. So I need to check their case, really, because it's the case that could be... No, I mean the case looks long enough. Radeon Astron Plus. The Astron Plus. Aha, okay, so we have that's fine. Max GPU length 340. 340. Do that. So I mean, this one would be fine. This would be considerably better than what they currently have. It's 4 gig. I mean, I'm just gonna buy it. I can't see anything that would be wrong. It would fit in the case. It would be a faster graphics card. Screw it, I'm buying it. So that's this one. We can't accept it yet, but we've got the card coming. Okay. Hello, I've been playing a great sailing simulation game, but while my computer will just about run it, if I turn up the graphics, the frame rate drops. There's a program called Will It Run to see if I need... Seems that my PC is okay for the minimum specs. Recommended specs requires a better graphics card. Okay, so obviously there it tells us that we have a much lower budget. PC can play Sail Away, the sailing simulator. Okay. I mean, that doesn't necessarily help. We can accept this one. Okay, so we've got the H170 MTech Plus. H170. MTech Plus. So this is the one we're on. We need the Skylake. Honestly, the rest of it is fine. So it's so make sure it's the 1151. Jesus. They have an i7 670 and that's not enough? That's the minimum specs? The hell is this game? Okay. Okay, so i7. So that's what they have, I believe. What is their budget? 350. I freeze. There's not much bigger. i7 760k. So there's nothing. Do I not have access to anything bigger yet? Is that the problem? Because they've got the 670k, and that's the best processor I have in that style. Okay, well, I guess I can't do that one then yet. Okay, I am so and so, and I'm one of the core team over at Movie Manics, the world's 53rd website in the UK for movie news and reviews. With the upcoming release of the newly highly anticipated blockbuster, trying to refresh my memory in the previous films. And then a spin-off. I read on all of the collector's editions on Blu-ray, but I'd like to rip them to my computer for a more complete frame-by-frame analysis. Okay, hard drive. Another terabyte should do the trick. So they want another terabyte. Upgrade to 1500. So they got. So we need 8 terabyte. Yes, they've got 500 gig. So they need a terabyte. Okay. Storage. Well, that one is a terabyte. We can just stick that in. They've got. It's only 100, and that would work. It's not the fastest in the world, but it would definitely do. We haven't got terabytes in SSDs, so that wouldn't work anyway. Okay. I mean, technically I could upgrade it to 2 terabyte for 70 and then just put the 1 hard drive in. I don't know how that would work if I overshoot. My only concern is I don't want to buy a 1 terabyte and he's only got space for 1 hard drive. I don't think that's going to be a concern here. Okay, let's just buy the 1 terabyte. Add that to cart. So we've got the graphics card. Hopefully that makes sense to me that one works. Because it is better, but it's difficult for me to know which one is which, and that will do the job. So we've got next day delivery. We will. I just got to go back once more. We're going to accept that. We can do that one fine. Just wanna. That one's on its way. See, the thing for me, I want to know what the specs are for this game. I'm annoyed that it's not. There's no way for me to know that. I've got no way of knowing. So, I mean, again, technically, PC that can play that. I don't know what that is. I'm going to assume that when I get the PC, it will tell me there will be a thing on the PC to say what I need in the way of graphics cards. So, well, that's not that one anyway, is it? I'm really confused. So that's the hard drive, that's on its way. This is the sailboat, dropping frames, did this thing at the bottom specs. This one needs the higher graphics card, but it's not available currently. Was that one? No, I think this is that one. I think the problem with this one was we didn't have a better... I don't know, I've confused myself. That one we can't do, but I think that's the one we're buying it for. This one I got confused over. I'm just confused, I'm sorry. It's been one of those days. This one needs a new GPU. And I think the problem was I was looking at the CPU. That's where I went wrong. They have a... okay. Right, well then what I'm going to do with that one is I'm going to accept it. This requires you to use the Will It Run program that can be purchased from the shop. Install it on a PC. There you go. So I need to buy it, run this, then purchase the pit. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, in that case, I'll buy those two now. They'll come in the morning. So we've got this PC coming, that something that we don't currently have. We need to check it. We've got this one coming, and we've got the thing on its way, and this just needs some paste and a run. Now it's interesting. Tools. Oh, Will It Run? 200. Part ranking, system info. And a whole unlock at level 4. Okay, so Will It Run? Add that to the cart. Get that. So now we have that ready to go, and that's everything we can do for now. So, God, that took a long time, I tell you. I'm not with it. Okay, let's move on to the following day. End the day, and then it will jump forward to Monday. We've got a whole bunch of stuff happening. There we go. So there's everything that's happening. The 2 deliveries and the 3 PCs. Oh, we're going to go to work. So I'll pick this lot up. Thank you very much. So upgrade, upgrade. Alright, let's fix this one first. Oh, hello. Okay, we need, because this is the thermal paste, so. Which is interesting that that wasn't applied. I mean, I don't think I did that when I added the GPU at all, to be honest. However, what are you gonna do? Okay, so thermal paste. Oh. So that's applied. Applied. I would probably have done a little bit more than that, but PCB calling. Cables. Pop. There it is. Now we need to run this thing. So we're gonna plug it all in. goes. Pow. 3D Mark. I don't know actually if it's on here. I think I should have put the... Oh, hello. Hello, people. Yeah, I didn't put the USB in. Shut it down. There we go. Power. We're going to do this, don't worry. There we go. Okay, so we now have 3D Mark. There it is. And there's Will It Run. Hey. Get this little bugger installed. And you see now, I think I might have to be a little bit more specific about removing programs and things, because I think if I don't remove the program, there's a chance I might lose stars. I don't know if that's the case. I have no way of knowing. Okay, but I am going to remove it. Okay, run. Do your thing. This is the army room, isn't it? Yeah. Because we did do this lot. I have done this before. Explosions. Lots more explosions. Seeing if it keeps up with the frames. There we go. We've got a fancy 3D little diorama thing. Looks like Lara Croft is probably in there somewhere. Or Nathan Drake. Either of them could probably do the job. And there's a Walker person. Yeah, it's a museum, obviously. I like that ship's wheel. Made of swords, very nice. And I'm assuming if I hadn't have applied the thermal paste, would this now have shut off halfway through? I wonder. Or would it come back that the CPU score is too high, maybe? Or I don't know. So is that's all done now. Lovely. So now let's remove this. They're not going to want that on there, and if they do, they don't get it. Either way, they don't get to keep it. Thank you. And it is funny because yeah, all this work and effort, we're not getting any money for this. Okay, shut that down. Thank you. Right, so we will now unplug everything. There we go. Lovely. Done. Now, what do we need? This is... that needs that thing. So technically, this one, we're not going to be able to fix today. So I can put that here. Because we don't know what this needs just yet. So let's put the cables in. And then see what it needs. Oh, no, sorry. Oh, we wait. See, like I said before, you could turn it off without having to be too bothered, but, you know, I like to be specific with what I do. Again, you can just turn a PC off, but you don't really want to do that. It can mess up files and things and documents you have if it hasn't fully save them in the background. You don't want to do that. You really want to kind of shut things down. Right, so I need this. I wonder if people actually contact shops and businesses with these kind of things. Just a generic, I want to play this game, make my PC play that game. It feels a little bit like, okay, I suppose. Alright, so it is... Sail away, the sailing simulator. Minimum specs is a yes. Okay, so the RAM, the virtual RAM. Okay, so it needs a 4 gig card is what it needs. Technically, if we just buy that one, do we not have that one? Was that one I bought by accident? Not by accident. I think that might have been the one I bought. Can I? I can't. Because technically it's still on the screen there. Graphics cards. No, it's incompatible, so it wouldn't work anyway. GTX 1050 Ti. Okay. Graphics. GTX, sorry. 1050 Ti. 4 gig. I mean, that one, in theory, that one would fit. I can't see, it's one of the shorter cards, so I can't see that would be an issue. It's a 1050 Ti. Alright, so these are all the so yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one we need. It's a smaller length. I'm just gonna buy that one. That feels correct. We'll add it to the cart. We won't buy it yet because we might need more later. GeForce Ti, yeah, 4 gig. Okay, that looks like that's what we need. Let's remove that now. I wonder if it says it's not compatible just because there's already a graphics card in there. I mean, if I remove it, will it physically not fit in there? No. I didn't turn it on. Why did that happen? I physically... Oh, it was going to restart. Oh, well, what are you going to do? That was one of the things I said not to do. There you go. Let's check this. Review, remove you. You remove that. Up it comes. Now, if I go to graphics cards, you see now that one will fit. It's a 1050 Ti gaming, it's 4 gig. Because yeah, I need to remove that. Get rid of that as well. Pop. Looks all fine. So we're gonna... These things we can't do anything with. However, we can fit this back on. And again, I would send it back, but with the PC, but I don't know how. I would sellotape it to this box here, is what I would do. So that's in. I shouldn't have. I'm probably going to have to recheck it, to make sure that it plays. Okay, well, let's install the cables again. And just get. Oh, I'm going to have to. Yeah, I know I have to do that. Hold on. Into you. Right, that's plugged in. Now we can put the power. Oh, for God's sake. I'm really not with it today. I haven't put the USB in. So I'm gonna, at least it works, that's positive anyway. Come on, get with it. Although I'm glad I actually bought that bike. I bought it for another job, however, it will work for this one, so that's good. There you go. And then I think as long as it shows that it works with this one, because if it doesn't, I can just buy another one. No loss to me. I bought this for a different job that I can't even accept yet. Yep. See, this is where I went wrong. I just came out and unplugged it. It's even worse than just turning it off. Okay, that's all the way down the bottom. Boom, boom. There you go. All done. Recommended. Tick, 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 tick. Ticky, tick, 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 tick. All done and lovely. I'm going to remove it again. I'm going to remove it again. Yep. And then this time I'm going to wait so that I can turn it off at the right time. See, again, I mean, it doesn't have to restart, just close, it's fine. Thank you. And shut that down. There we go. There you go. So now I just need to remove all of these. And that. Okay, well that worked out better than I thought it was going to. Because obviously I don't have to wait for this one to be done, it's done. And now we have two. Done. Two done. And technically I can do this one as well. If I do all of these, then this one needs the new hard drive installed, so it might have to be the other side actually, but we'll undo both anyway because we would have to connect it up, so let's unplug it here. Let's see which, because again it doesn't really matter. Pop, pop, pop. Okay, so we do have another tray, that's handy. Will it let me put it in here, I wonder? It goes in there, but we need to slide the tray out, so we're going to have to remove the drive tray. Thank you. In it goes. In it goes. And then we need to do the power, and we need to actually connect it to the motherboard, and hard drive connected, in theory. In theory. But let's get all this in. Got to make sure it boots up. And then that's 3 jobs done. That should give us a nice little boost to our stars, our level, and our money. Fingers crossed. There we go. All done. Yep, all done. Now I'm going to stick both panels on again. Send them back without their panels. I don't think they'd be too happy about it. Lovely. Hold on. Let's just unplug them. I know I don't need to, but I feel better. I feel better manually unplugging the cables rather than just ripping them out. Bop, there we go. 3 done. Okay, so let's now check our emails. We've got Oopity-doopity-doop. Right, this one is done. Thermal paste done. All done. Sorry about your issues. You may have it back. 5 stars. Look at that. Don't get any money for it, but it increases our stars. There it goes. So this one is the one that needs 2 stars. We can now accept it. So I'm going to worry about that in a minute because I no longer have the card. This one needed the thing. All done. 5 stars. Lovely. All done. Quite a bit of money as well. Very nice. Thank you. You needed a new hard drive. All done. Oh look, we're getting to 2.5. We're getting there. I'd say we're about a 2 1/3 at the moment. And we're just over halfway for our level. And there they are. Those are the 3 we did. And now we've got more PC bits. Okay, that's interesting. We've got new parts. Okay, thank you. Right. Okay, so completion. So that needs completing. Remove viruses. Hi. Are you available for a job? Can you help? My PC is running really slowly this week. Could you run a virus scanner? Can you get that done by tomorrow or whenever? Yeah, tomorrow. I've never cleaned it out. Is that okay? I was on PC Bay the other day and saw some awesome plastic white cables. What do people need these white cables for? I don't have a budget. But why does he need these white cables? I don't understand. We'll accept it. So we've got 2 days to do this one. Things aren't working fast enough. I need 16 gig RAM. I'd like it to be done by 2 days. The vents look a bit clogged. Is that okay? My brother has Team Group on his PC. He says they're the best. Okay, so basically he needs an upgrade to 16 gig. My rig just isn't up to the task anymore. That needs 10 days, so I've got plenty of time for that one. I'll look at that later. I hear you work with PCs. Clear out the dust. I know it's not a fun job, but can you clean my PC out, please? When I pick it up, a lot of stuff came out. It's not like that inside, is it? Can you get that done by tomorrow? It's not as quick as it used to be. It's not as quick as it used to be. I'm assuming that's the fan clogged up. Do you like cable modding? I saw some great plastic light grey ones the other day. We'll accept that one. Now they want another MSI graphics card. We'll accept that as well. So now we need graphics card, MSI, now if I remember correctly, I have the GTX 970 Gamer. So the 980 Gamer would be faster. I feel like that one. Yeah. Okay. I feel like this one. It's the 4 gig. It is literally just, you know, upgrades. My graphics card isn't good enough right now. My brother has MSI in his. To upgrade the graphics card. I know used parts can be cheaper, but like a new one, please. It just needs to be better than what they've got. I mean, with such small information, this is better than what they have. So I'm buying them that one. Cables. Plastic, plain, light grey, I own. White cables, I own. Ribbon, so I don't need the ribbon or the type. As far as I'm aware, okay, so I have the ones I need. In theory, okay. So this one is in transit, and we've got the part in our thing. That one is just a virus and a clean out, and the cables. So that's on its way as well. This one is also in transit, just needs a clean out and more cables. So those 3 are on their way. This one, I'm actually going to leave this one until tomorrow. Things aren't working fast enough. Blah de blah de blah. I'm going to leave that one. I've got 2 days to do it. It looks a bit clogged. Is that okay? Just have a look. What has he got? Got one 8 gig, 240. Team group. Well, it says my brother has team group in his PC. Well, he already has one. A team group T-Force. I just need another 8 gig. Team group T-Force dark silver. 8 gig 240. Was it 240? 240. I'm gonna buy the exact same one, and then I can accept that one as well. I'll just do it. What are you gonna do? You know, I've got these 3 things coming. I don't need that one now. I have this one coming for the person that needs it. I have that, and then I have a virus scan, and I have a clean. Okay. It's coming tomorrow, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 coming, and the middle one I've still got 10 days to do. Alright, so this is going to be the last few jobs that I'm going to do. So we'll end the day. I'm then going to come back and do these jobs. Yeah, thank you. So we're going to start with the 16 gig, because as far as I'm aware, so this is the one that needs the 16 gig. He wants plastic white cables. You see, I don't know what that involves. So we've got the graphics card. That doesn't need it. That just needs the graphics card. Let's do that one. Upgrade. Graphics card. Clean and scan. So it's this one. Okay, so this one, it literally just says, because again we have to do this now. Do you think you could help me upgrade? My graphics card isn't good enough. My brother has an MSI. But the new one, please. Okay, so this is the one. So let's do this graphics card. Yeah, look, all these white cables. So is that what I've got to do? I have to replace the whole system with white cables, maybe? I guess we will see. And then I think it might have to be another one of them, maybe. And even if I don't need to remove that, I can always put it back. Graphics cards, used, that one. You can go in, you can go in. is technically. Although I'm interested that it still doesn't say the graphics card has been upgraded. I have upgraded it. I've physically bought a better card. But let's just boot it up and see. In that, oh, there you go. Okay, I was like, it wasn't saying it was done. Just got to make sure it boots. Hold on. I technically don't have to plug everything in. I could just plug the power and the graphics in, but I'm going to anyway. Okay, because then in theory this one's just done. I don't have to worry about the weird coloured cables. Okay, done. Lovely. Sorted. So one down. Then come and collect that. Lovely. The upgraded graphic card works excellently and even is awesome new MSI parts. There you go. So we specifically got the install MSI parts and a new part. We didn't use any of the old parts. Why would you use old parts? I don't know how that's a thing. But either way. And we're now at 2.5 stars, so that's good. We can get rid of you. Right, so you want the grey ones. You want the white ones. So we're looking at you. No, because you're the 10 days. Oh no, this is today, tomorrow. Ah, so these are the two. So we've got this one. It's not working fast enough. I need 16 gig RAM. I'd like it done by tomorrow. The vents look clogged up. Is that okay? My brother says Team PC is the best. So it is the RAM that we need. Upgrading. Is this one that needs the upgrading of the RAM? Needs a little fan as well. So we're going to do that first. We'll clear it out. Size of that CPU fan. Clear everything out. Because why not? It takes, you know, moments just to make it all nice and clean for them. There's that. Lovely. All nice. It looks like it's all completely clean now. And now which again, I don't think the game matters where you install them. Oh no, it was already closed. Okay, fine. So that's in. There you go. Now we need to boot. Put all these in because these two didn't care about the weird cable requests. So these two I can just do without worrying too much. However, the other two I need to work out cables. So there you go. All done. Give it a nice clean. Stick the side panel back on. There we go. So let's just make sure we're not fast enough. 16 gig RAM. The vent looks like it's clogged. So what's good? All done. Collect. All 5 stars. So we cleaned out the dust. We used team group parts. We completed it by the day. All new RAM works perfectly, and they cleaned it nicely. Look at the money. Oh, we're almost up, and we're almost at 3 stars as well. Perfect. Right now, we need to work this out. So we have clean out the dust, and it needs light grey. One is remove the viruses, and it needs white. So we'll do clean out the dust first. I know blah blah blah, bit of stuff inside. Can you get it done? It's not as quick as it used to be. Do you have the grey cable modding? Plastic light grey. So these are the clean out dust. Yep, look at that. I'm alternating. I'm alternating tables. I've got two. I might as well use two. Okay, so let's clean the dust out first. I'm interested to know how this cable modding is going to work. Okay. And now the main case. And that's everything else. Right, so the dust is all clean. We know that because it says so. Light grey. Light grey. Loose plastic light, plain light grey. Loose plastic, plain light grey. But how do I mean, how do I change the cable in though? Do I need to physically remove all the cables? Do I need to remove all these cables? Are these the ones? So these are all the cables I can physically see. Well, there's one there as well. So that's all the cables removed. So now I'm assuming these are now... I don't know. I can't tell. Right, so if I change now to the black cables, if I do that, it does. Okay, right. So, with that in mind, we need to remove that, go into the light grey. Okay, well that looks like I've replaced all the cables with light grey cables, by the look of it, I'm assuming. Now we just need to make sure it boots. I should have taken the back... See, what's bugging in my head, what's screaming at me in my head, is that I didn't take the back panel off. There's a chance I missed a cable. And I've got no way of really knowing because I didn't take that back panel off, and the white grey looks the same as white. Okay, well, it's definitely booted, and I've cleaned it out, and I've done it. So, if I've missed a cable, I will at least get most of the stars that I need. And then we've got one more job. And then that'll be the end of the video. And then we'll worry about what jobs we've got left. Okay. My PC looks like it's new, but I can still barely use it for pop. Ah, so it wanted me to do virus as well, I'm assuming. See, that's a little bit annoying, because it said it's not as fast as it used to be. I just assumed that was down to the fans, to the dust. Okay, well that's frustrating, but you know, you can't win them all. This one specifically wants me to remove viruses. My PC is running really slow. If you just look at the virus, gonna get it done by blah blah blah. I've never cleaned it out, so it's gonna need to be cleaned as well. So all some plastic white cables. This one needs white cables. Okay. Alright, so the first things first. Dust. It is funny. This is what is actually happening is true and happens quite a lot. people never consider cleaning out the inside of their PCs because it's just not something they think of. But they really do get as dusty as this, and that can overheat and become an issue. Right, that looks all done to me. Okay, so now I'm going to remove this because it said I didn't get anything for changing the cables, so I wonder whether I missed one. Okay, so I've done that. Let's remove all the cables I can find. I can see all cables. That cable's fine. I mean, I'll unplug it, but I'm pretty sure that it'll be okay. And then we check on the back. We'll unplug that as well, just to make sure. So now there is absolutely nothing, no cables going anywhere at all. They want white, I'm going to make sure. Plastic white cables. Cables. Loose plastic white cables. Everything needs cables. So, start with this. Start with that. Start with that. See, why isn't it doing... Again, I'm assuming it will just work when it's needed. There's a white cable. Jesus, there's a white cable if ever I've seen one. Haha. Okay, I mean, that's every cable needed. There's hardly any there, but I've whited them up for you. That still looks like it needs cleaning, if we're being honest. I think it's just old. But no, I don't think it does need any more cleaning. Okay, well then let's first of all stick the USB in. Oh. Now we need to plug this in here. That's all of them. We've got to check for viruses, and this should actually knock us over to level 4 as well, and maybe even give us 3 stars. So we need the virus scanner. WWF, a retrospective. I'd love to know what happens if I try and access any of this stuff. Any of the pictures or the videos or whatever it is they have on their desktops. Okay, go. Loads and loads and loads. Clean it all, please. Computer is protected. Boom. Now I'm going to remove it, and we'll see. We'll see if at some point it says, "Oh, he said he was going to virus scanner, but then removed it," or something like that. You know. It should all be okay. Okay, all done. Okay, let's remove the cables and then stick on the side plates. And this one. Now I may not finish the day, because we'll see. I don't want to finish the day if there's any jobs that need to be done by tomorrow. There you go. So we've got install white plastic cables, clean out the dust. Those were the bonus ones. We also did the viruses. Get rid of the viruses and ask for it to be cleaner than the day I bought it. Lovely, perfect, done. And there we go. Almost free, not quite, but we're at level 4. And we've got a lot of money. So, thanks for fixing my PC. Since you added the thermal paste, it's running nicely. I didn't realise the business was newly owned. A good thing too. I've been impressed with your timely fixing of this issue, and I'm happy to give you another chance. I shall recommend you when other work needs doing. Oh, nice. Thank you very much. That was really nice of you. We've got new parts now. Oh, lots of new parts. It's always good. We always do with new parts. What's this? You've reached level 4. Oh, nice. So we've unlocked a whole new load of stuff. A new quick screw tool. Might have to quick look at that in a minute. New bits. New bits. So this is what we're now looking at. We've got a whole selection of things. That's still got 9 days. This one is, God, that's well written. That one. That one. And this one. Well, none of them need time. That one requires 3 stars though. So there's one we can't do. And the rest of them we technically can. But we don't have to worry about timing issues. So that's not a problem. So now let's have a look at tools. So we've got to get the details of the system's performance. Surprised we haven't needed that yet. Compare the relative performance of CPUs and graphics cards. Okay. The desk cables connect themselves automatically when you power the PC on. Oh, you see, that is interesting. Company review site. I don't know. I'm assuming that would be to check up on my orders. An extra USB dongle. Oh, so I can connect it to 2 different PCs. What's this though? Tap the screw for it to screw in itself. 2,000. I can't even afford that. That just makes the whole thing quicker, but it's worth to like saving up for. It's the same as the auto connect tool, so I don't have to keep disconnecting and reconnecting everything. Okay, nice. Okay, well there you go. That is where I'm going to leave it for today. We are at level 4. We've gone up a whole level. We've done a whole load of jobs. And we are ready to go for a whole load more. Thank you so much. Next week we will be back with career mode. If you didn't see yesterday, I played Train Station Renovation. But next week on Tuesday, I'm going to be going back to Viscera Cleanup. So if you enjoyed my Viscera Cleanup videos, then keep an eye out Tuesday next week. Tomorrow I'm going to be back with Card Life. Could be the last one because I'm going to test my new iron armour. I essentially became Iron Man last week. I've got iron armour and an iron sword because that's the best I can physically make. And we're going to go and see if we're able to get the stuff we need to go to the next level. If I can't get it with the iron stuff, then I'm just not even bothering. So, come along next week. We will see next week. Come along tomorrow and see if that's even a thing that's doable. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Please follow if you are on Twitch.